vocês estão sentados aí juntos os dois, você acha que tem alguma coisa que está inacabada entre os dois, vocês querem ainda se enfrentar?
I think it will be a great opportunity for both, for us, and the trilogy will be welcome for me and for sure.
O Lyoto é um grande atleta e com certeza acho que ontem vai.
Opportunity to fight against Lyoto. Maybe the next two seasons in Brazil will be a dream come true. Let's see what's happening, but for sure this fight we're gonna have very soon.
I think he had the next question here. We'll get you next, all right? And Mike, next.
This first one's for Dana. You've never been interested in referee cameras, but now we found out yesterday they will start being used in the UFC.
I'm still not interested in it.
What was the decision-making process like in having them, and is it a permanent thing now?
Yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry. And, yeah, he's hiding that. He's the one that came up with the ref cam. He wants to do it, so he's doing it.
Absolutely.
The thing is about it, it's great in boxing. You know, maybe it'll be fantastic. They have the 10 count in boxing. So when the referee's counting, saying, "Are you okay?" wipes off his glove and says, "Can you continue fighting?" The camera's right in the guy's face. I mean, we have, I can't remember how many, like 11 cameras in the UFC already. But you know, we're gonna try new things. We'll see how it works out.
Next question for Ryan Bader. Ryan, a lot of people keep talking about the wrestling against Machida, and people think that you need to take him down to win. You know, do you think people are underestimating your striking, and do you think you'd be able to change their minds on Saturday night?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we're both, you know, mixed martial artists, and he's not just a karate practitioner. I'm not just a wrestler. And for me, I'm young in the sport. You know, I came out of wrestling and I just started from nothing, just a wrestling background. And I feel I have the ability to surprise people because I can grow substantially every single training camp, every single fight. So my goal is to come out, have more tools, look better, you know, and just be a more well-rounded MMA fighter every single fight I come out. And so for me, I think that surprises a lot of people and a lot of opponents because they're fighting or watching tape on a guy that I'm not even that guy anymore. So I do believe I can surprise some people.
Okay, Dan the Wolfman, ProMMANow.com. Questions for Brandon. Do you feel like this is your real Rocky moment to seize the day?
Yes.
All right, that's all I got.
No, I mean, that answer sums it up, that question sums it up, man. The UFC gave me a great opportunity. Shogun gave me a great opportunity. You know, bro, people wake up their lives for a moment like this. One moment, I got it. It was given to me. I'm not going to squander it, man. I'm not going to throw it away. We'll see Saturday night what happens.
Ryan, on the UFC Road to Octagon show that aired on Fox, you talked about this incident, I guess you could call it, with Lyoto on top. But I didn't really quite understand what your beef was and why you're still sort of harping on this. What exactly happened there?
Oh, there's no beef. I was just joking around. I was just referring to when we were on the Ultimate Fighter. I don't even know if he remembers, but he was just demonstrating a move, and he had me check a kick, and we were demonstrating in front of, like, you know, the rest of the fighters. And so I checked the kick, and it came under and swept my leg, and it fell right on my butt, on my back. I haven't fight in a couple weeks, you know, so I was like, all right, one time. Then he had me do it again. I was like, no way is he going to do it again. Sweeps me again on my back. So it was all fun, but that's kind of the thing I was referring to. So.
And Lyoto, it sounds like you don't remember the incident, right? Was it a highlight for you?
Yeah, I don't remember this, but who beats don't remember, but who got the quick, the punch, never forget.
I am curious, though, Lyoto, for you, when you did see Ryan on the show, did you think that he would be as good of a fighter that he is today, a top contender, a guy that he would one day fight? Did you see that in him when you were training with him on the show?
Yeah. When I was there, I saw the first time Ryan Bader, and he was a great athlete, very hard, big hard. He trained very serious there. Then I believe that.
Spencer Lazara MMA interviews. This question is for Chauvin and Lyoto. If you guys, depending on who might get the title shot, would you rather coach Tough Brazil and have that happen, or would you rather have an immediate title shot at John Jones?
Let's go around on Tough, he said. And he did. He came out and started ripping through guys, and he had some personal problems as far as the business side on his side, and went into a tailspin after that. Had some injuries. It's a typical story. The talent is there. He's a talented guy, and like he said, he's got this opportunity on Saturday, and a lot of people have been talking a lot of shit about him. You know what I mean? And this is his opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
AJ for SBoxSports.com. This is for the four fighters. How do you kind of go into the match on Saturday? An impressive win can get you a title shot. Does that change your mindset at all of how you go about fighting these rounds?
Me and Mr. Taylor were talking about this in the back, and everybody's been asking this question, whether or not it means more because there's a title shot on the line or whatever. I don't know what makes you guys think that we weren't taking the fight seriously before, that we were going to try to knock a person out that's across the ring with the octagon that evening. I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, I think that is after the fact. That's a bonus. Let us go out there that evening, do our job, beat the hell out of each other. You guys laugh, sit, enjoy, and then we'll worry about what happens after.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Coming to this fight, we're trying to go out there and win as most impressive I can anyway. That's just, just extra. You come back here and hopefully win impressively. And Dana White says, hey, Ryan Bader gets the next title shot. I'm sure these guys feel the same way, So it changes nothing. It's there in the back of your mind. But I'm going to go out there and try to win the most impressive way I can regardless.
Fiquei muito motivado com a maneira que eu venho recebendo, focado 100% no sábado, eu tenho uma luta dura pela frente da novela, então focado 100% nele. O resto é consequência.
I have a tough fight next Saturday. Right now I'm just focusing on the fight of Saturday, and let's see what's happening in the future. No pressure, just more motivated for the next Saturday.
Don't change my mind. I keep my focus on Saturday. I think, like Shogun was saying, we have a big fight on Saturday. You have to keep your focus in this fight.
This question is for everybody too. Do you guys ever think that a ranking system would help clear up the matter, or do you just like the way that it goes right now?
Yeah.
It's for you, Dan, too.
Yeah. Obviously, rankings would be great. There's a lot of different ranking systems out there. It's just that, there's no real legit one. There's no real legit ranking system. And I've always said the best way to find out who the top guys in the world are is to have them fight. If you look at these guys' records and what they've done, and these are the best in the world. We'll find out on Saturday who's next in line.
Yeah, I agree with Dana. Whose list do you take into account for who's ranked as far as the ranking system and all that? So, just have the guys fight, and then everything else will work out.
Hi, Dave. Good, how are you?
Good.
Question for you. Has there been a difference in how this show has been received because you have light heavyweights? The last fight was Nate Diaz, which I thought was very good, but the other fights had heavyweights, light heavyweights. Is the show received any differently because we have bigger fighters and Americans are sort of indoctrinated with that old sort of heavyweight boxing mentality?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think in this sport, people like all fighters, no matter what weight class you're, depending on the fight. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out on Monday when the ratings come out.
question for Dana. Dana, it's actually been brought up a couple of times about the potential to have Lyoto and Shogun be the next coaches of the Ultimate Fighter Brazil. Can you speak to that a little bit? Is that something you would be interested in to maybe push these guys in the next face of the UFC on Globo?
I honestly, we started filming The Ultimate Fighter here on Monday, and I haven't even thought about Brazil yet. You know, obviously, whether we're in Brazil, the United States, Australia, they would both be great coaches anywhere, no matter where we were. You know, the thing about coaching The Ultimate Fighter, we look for guys who actually have a ton of experience, a ton of knowledge, and can pass it on to these younger guys. I mean, come on. These two would both be amazing coaches. So, yes, just haven't thought about Brazil yet. Era?
Yes, Dana, the last time you were here in Los Angeles for UFC 104, ticket sales were not the best. How are they for this card, considering it's free?
I think they're good. I don't even know. How are ticket sales? They good? Yeah. He says fabulous, fantastic. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you're concerned about it.
And just curious about going up against the Olympics. What's I saw the promo about we're not tape delayed and things like that.
The Olympics are in England.
Right.
We're in Los Angeles. You talking about ticket sales?
No, I'm
talking about different
TV ratings. The box, it's free. The Olympics tape delayed. Is that something you're going to try to push over the next couple of days? Because usually the second Saturday of the Olympics is a big one.
Yeah, and there's no doubt the Olympics are kicking ass this year. They're pulling huge ratings, big numbers, and yeah, we're definitely aware of that. Yeah, we're going up against some tough competition on Saturday night. No doubt about it.
Thank you.
Question for Lyoto Machida. Lyoto, this camp you did not train with Steven Seagal. Does that mean that we have no flying front kicks, or are there any new techniques that you're going to show, though you haven't been training with Steven?
No, this camp I didn't train with Seagal, but I had a lot of support from my family, from my team, and maybe I'll have a surprise on Saturday.
Next question's for Shogun. Everybody keeps comparing your striking and Brandon's striking, and you two both being primarily Muay Thai fighters. What are the differences between your Muay Thai versus Brandon's Muay Thai?
Eu acho que o Brandon é um cara bom de Muay Thai e com certeza ele gosta de lutar porque ele não vai querer amarrar nada, então vai ser uma luta que com certeza vai rolar um nocaute, um lado do outro. Então eu gosto de lutar assim, que cada que busca sempre a vitória.
Brandon, like me, has a good background in Muay Thai, aggressive in the strike like me, so I think this fight is gonna finish in a KO. Let's see next Saturday.
Questions for Lyoto. Are you concerned at all that Mr. Bader brought in another Shotokan master to train with, that he might be more prepared for your style than opponents in the past?
I just thinking about my preparation. I don't think about Bader preparation. I knew about that. I knew that he had a great karate guy, but for me it doesn't matter. I just want to do my style, my own style.
And also, you've basically kind of relocated to Redondo Beach, and you have two of your brothers here and your father here. What does that mean to you to have that support system here for this event?
Você agora está aqui em Los Angeles, você trouxe os teus irmãos, seu pai. Como é que é ter suporte todo nesse evento?
It's a great for me. It's a great. Always with me. I have a confidence of this guy, and I just keep my focus on my fight.
For Brandon, because Brandon, obviously you've got a teammate fighting on this card as well, and Phil Davis. Can you talk about what role he plays in your training, and has he added anything to your game, or do you still consider yourself kind of a Thai striker?
You know, I used to consider myself, first when I very first jumped into the sport, a wrestler. Then I consider myself a striker. Now I just consider myself an MMA fighter. I need to be well versed in all versions of the game. up to date, current on everything. This stuff doesn't get old and stale. People know what you've done. There's video to watch. You need to surprise people all the time. Having Phil Davis on the same card is a huge, huge honor for me and Phil and our gym. And we actually have another guy, Phil DeFries, is fighting on the card as well too. So it's 3 of us, man, out of the same gym. It's a really cool thing. You know, you're at the gym. You don't have to go through the grind by yourself. If you're tired, you look over and you know your partner's tired too, but guess what? He's still going. You're still going. Let's keep moving. So it's been amazing, man. Phil's a man. You know who Phil Davis is. He's an awesome training partner. Yeah, we picked up the wrestling some. Phil's had a fight coming up too, so we were kind of both playing on each other's strengths and weaknesses all at the same time.
And one last one, Dana kind of brought up that your struggles kind of started after that holdout that you had, a lot of your injuries and everything that you've gone through. But in that particular situation, what lessons did you learn there? I mean, everybody wants to get paid, so I mean, are there regrets in how that went down, or do you still feel like you did the right thing?
No, there wasn't a holdout with the UFC. What happened was him and his management split. That's what happened.
It was a big thing for me and my manager. Brother, I had to wait forever for the legal process, going through the commission. It was just a headache. I couldn't do anything about it. There was no way to fast track anything. We just had to wait.
Edie Presio with MMA Inside the Cage. This is for Leos. It was a follow-up with the other question. Should we also be expecting like a different fighting style from you now since you're relocating to LA?
A gente pode esperar algo diferente nessa luta.
I don't know. I'm prepared a lot for this fight. For sure, I have many techniques, but depends on what weight get the training.
If the press has one more, we'll take one more, and then I'm going to open it up to the fans. Nothing?
We just heard about Phil Davis, and just a few months ago, he was considered one of the top young prospects. What if he upstages everybody?
Yeah, I hope he does. I hope everybody on the undercard has a great, exciting fight. That's why I say, people keep saying, oh, what's next and what's next? There's lots of tough guys in the light heavyweight division. People start to forget real quick. And then when, another show happens, like this Saturday, there will be a buzz. Somebody will be buzzing after Saturday. You know what I mean? So, we're going to give it to the fans. You know the rules. Don't ask me for anything. I will be tweeting tickets on Friday. All right? Just, if you have a question and ask a question, try to keep it specific to the fight. Anybody? What's up, buddy?
All right, worst case scenario, because nothing really goes as planned. Suppose both of those fights end like super impressive, like terrific knockout. Do you like flip a coin backstage, see who gets a shot or what?
That is the problem I want to have.
All right, well I say whoever you do give the shot to, like the one who didn't get the shot, make him fight the loser of Jones and Anderson.
There you go. You just figured the whole thing out.
Hey Dana, how's it going?
Hi, good, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks. I know you've spoken about a cruiserweight division. Have you ever thought like a super heavyweight division, like 285 plus maybe?
I never spoke about a cruiserweight division. I like the way they are now. And there aren't even, the heavyweight division is just starting to fill out and get deep. You'll never find super heavyweights.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Dana. This morning Kayla Harrison from the U.S. won a gold medal in judo at the Olympics, and seeing that Ronda Rousey won bronze last time. Do you see, if you've been watching Olympics, do you see any potential in any of the wrestlers? Maybe we can see another Dan Henderson, or another Ronda Rousey, or God forbid another Hector Lombard?
Yeah, I haven't watched any of it, but yeah. Obviously, when you're an Olympic athlete and you make it to that pinnacle, what's next? Where do you go from there unless you're going to compete again in 4 years? This is an outlet for those guys. They can continue to be a professional athlete and go on to make money, make a living. So yeah, I would love to see some of the Olympians start training in mixed martial arts when it's over.
Yeah, this question is for Lyoto. What round and how do you see the fight ending Saturday night?
It's difficult to say. I don't know. Just want to win the fight, put a great performance on Saturday.
This question for Dana. Dana, I've come all from Rio, from Brazil, here to see this fight.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
We're really disappointed that you didn't make the Anderson Silva fight back in Brazil. So I've given you an idea.
It wasn't my fault. You know that, right? Okay.
That international thing.
Yeah.
You should get John Jones to fight these two guys, please. It was just a mistake what happened.
Say that again? What did you say?
Yeah, that's what I think. The John Jones fight with Machida and Shogun, that was just a mistake. I think so. No, mistake I say. The fight, what happened? Okay, so I think that you should really give us a chance in Brazil.
You're saying those fights were mistakes?
No, I say, what happened on the fight? What happened on the fight?
Was a mistake.
It was just a mistake.
Right.
They were not in good days. They're great fighters. So you should get John Jones back to in Brazil, another environment. Because as you know, it's totally different.
Okay.
Think about that, please, man. We Brazilians, we want it.
We'll be back to Brazil. We're coming. We'll see what happens with these guys. We'll see who fights John Jones next. All right.
Hey Dana, how's it going?
What's up, buddy?
I just wanted to know what your plans on coming to LA more are. We want to see you guys more, twice, 3 times a year. We'll definitely be here.
Well, we love it out here, man. We always get great support. Southern California has been a hotbed forever. And, you know, we travel this thing all over the country and all over the world. We're always going to be coming back to LA. And Staples Center treats us so good. And we love it, man. We love it here. Thank you. Anybody else? 2 more guys. Yeah, we'll get this guy. We got you, brother. We got you. Calm down. Yeah. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say to all you guys, thank you very much as a fan. Dana, you're my hero. I love your attitude on everything. I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast the other day, and he said something about you have the best, don't give a F attitude. And I just love that from you. It's awesome with everything that anytime anybody comes at you with anything negative, it's just...
Thank you.
But all the fighters, thank you guys for everything you guys do, putting your bodies on the line, man. We all appreciate it very much. We love you guys, man.
Thank you, Dana. Appreciate it. Thank you. Give it to the guy right next to you there, yeah.
Hey Dana.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. I was wondering if you're open to the idea of musical acts opening up for like the UFC, you know, kind of like at the Super Bowl, they have musical acts, and during boxing fights, they might have like a walkout song. I was just wondering if maybe you might be open to the idea.
We've talked about that before, and it's been talked about. The problem with it is, no matter what group you have, if you did that, I think when you show up for there's 2 different mentalities. There's a mentality for, I'm going to a fight tonight and I want to see some fights. And then there's a concert mentality. And no matter who you have, not everybody at the arena is going to like that act. You know what I mean? So while music absolutely 100% goes with fighting, the walkouts, and I mean, it builds anticipation, it's exciting, it's fun. When you're at the UFC, the music is blasting, and you're there having a good time, but I just don't think a band and the fights work together. You know, and it's been done a couple times. Thank you so much, Los Angeles. We appreciate you very much, and thank you so much. Guys, go ahead and get ready for a photo op. I'm going to square these guys off.